approaching here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. Here the Denver Broncos Stadium and the New York Jets. London. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. Here the Denver Broncos Today, a good matchup here in the Today, a good matchup here. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. And off we go from North London. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for Denver, first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Evan Ingram, the intended target, and that will lead to a second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender,
and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Back deep is Isaiah Davis. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback, but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him, because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. Fields now on 2nd down. Justin Sterner in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down? They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big-time run there by Hall. 32 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop him.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
They give to Hall. Hall is hit. He's lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals to overturn the call on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Second down, it's Fields. And he's in. Arian Smith, touchdown Jets.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Jets 7, Broncos 0.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games, but as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. He's got a receiver, Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play action, here's Fields. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Jets 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Finding space at the 15. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. A big-time run there by Hall. It's a gain of 34. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He was taken down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is hard! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the
both pre-snap and
line.
post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, and especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
Now it's Dobbins. He'll get about 2. Will McDonald, third tackle.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Back to throw is Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
A run here with Paul. Into the secondary, past the 40. Breece Hall. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Folk now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Jets will take a 21-7 lead.
Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. On the toss, they'll run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry here. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. Davis to return it, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Catch made, right side by Wilson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On first and 10, Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. He'll be out of bounds. It's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Now Fields. He'll step up and run this. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Fields going to hang on to this one, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. We are through 1. The Jets have the advantage. More from the International Series in London after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 12 as we are ready to get back underway. Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On the option, here's Hall. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. They get the 7th overall pick there, Armand Membu.
Still 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the
This is an
11-yard
element that
line.
defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It is 1st and goal coming up.
That's another.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Hall. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. He'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll go play action with Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
3rd, they need 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They'll start out, 1st down and 10. Reynolds is the motion man here. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The linebacker, Jonathan Cooper, on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They put Wilson in motion. Now, faking the give. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Broncos, 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Play action now. It's Nix. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. That is Will McDonald. Gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This from 30 yards out. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Benet Wanwu now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Fields. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Jets 1st down.
4 yards. And the Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
1st down. Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Reynolds is the motion man here. Here's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Folks' kick is good, and the Jets add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. They'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Nix from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Off the play action, here's Fields. On the run to the right. He runs with it. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 11.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Fields to keep it himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On the give, it's Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's now third down and 4.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Now, Fields. That's caught. Down the field is Reynolds. And they are in great shape. He's taken down Jets there.
First and
An
goal
even
at the
40
9-yard
yards.
line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run. It's Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third and goal. Throwing is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
4th down and goal.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The Broncos offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Mims sent in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action now for Fields. He takes off. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Zach Allen in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one, and the Jets have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Fields. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the 2nd half, and they trail pretty big here to start the 3rd. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the 1st half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. And back deep is Marvin Mims. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive is going to start from just inside the 20-yard line.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will extend their third quarter lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Second touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will extend this third quarter lead.
Jets 38, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He's going to look for the home run ball. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
28-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
19 more yards.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Back to throw is Nix. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll run for it. It's Harvey. And he is not going to get there. Short of marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. is hauled, and he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And the Jets.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Fields. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. A tight end in motion now. Another run here with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Fields to throw. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
The throw on the run is complete.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They give to Hall, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. Now, Fields. And he'll take it on in. Allen Lazard. Touchdown, New York. Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead.
Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one's good for 26 yards.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll take this down to the 47. Tony Adams there on the stop.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Nix. That one's broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't say enough about how hard these guys compete on every play.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play action, here's Fields. Open man downfield. That's the tight end, Taylor. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
2nd down, it's Fields. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now he'll air one out. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Now, it's Nix. Oh, a loose football. And the Jets come up with the takeaway. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal. Making the read, this is Fields. And he will do it himself. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets stretch things out even further.
Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
First down and more to the 45. Give him 18 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 45 yards.
That's another Broncos.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
He's got it. Broncos will get just a bit closer.
Makes the score Jets 52, Broncos 17.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. In motion comes Lazard. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. He'll go again with Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And the Jets.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Play action now for Fields. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
39-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback. We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long, so the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
It's a gain of
A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A run here with Hall. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Davis will take it in. Touchdown. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Folk now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets add on to their already sizable lead.
59. Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Yeah! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Nix. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now...
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos cut into the lead a little bit.
24.
So now, after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance. They'll try to finish up strong. On 1st and 10, Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That is caught left side by Taylor. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
First and 10.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open is the tight end, Rucker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
4-yard gain.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.